Welcome, and thank you for joining me for day 6 of our 7-day Hips Don't Lie yoga series. Today we will test out our hip flexibility. When we're ready, go ahead and meet me in a quadruped position. Wrists stacked under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We lift that right leg, drawing circles with the knee. We want to work on a range of motion here. We're going to reverse our circle. On inhale, we reach right leg up. Exhale, we open up the hip. Donkey kick to fire hydrant. Work with the breath here. Inhale, exhale. Noticing what we feel, our range of motion, flexibility in the hips. Right leg returns back to the mat. We switch sides, drawing circles with the left knee. We reverse our circle. Next inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, we send it out. Donkey kick to fire hydrant, left side. Working on that flexibility, noticing what we feel and how it feels in the body. As we exhale, we bring that left knee to the mat. We'll come to a kneeling position. Next pose we'll come into is our camel pose. We have two options, fists or palms to the low back, or we can reach for the heels. Before we come into our full camel, we'll find a flow. We're going to come to a kneeling position, place the hands on the belly. Using the core, keeping a straight line from the head to the knees, we're just going to lean back here, testing that hip flexibility, core engaged here. Let's take 2 more breaths. Next inhale brings us to center, and that exhale will take us into our full camel. Lift the chest, gaze looks up, hands or fists to the low back, or we reach for the heels. Next inhale brings us back to center. We'll bring the hands to the mat, bringing the right foot to the top of the mat. We find a low lunge here. Deep inhales, and as we exhale, we want to sink those hips just a little deeper. Option to stay here, or we can come onto the left fingertips, reach that right arm back, so we go for that left back foot. Awareness in the body, noticing what we feel and how it feels. Next exhale, left foot to the mat, returning the fingertips, opening up the hip. We're going to roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. Option to press the knee out to find a deeper stretch. Next inhale, we find center. We're going to bring the foot in between the hands. On exhale, toes point up, hips go back, half split. Hamstring stretch, noticing what we feel, how it feels. We inhale, bend into that front knee, and on that exhale, we send the right leg back. Switching sides, left leg comes forward, we find that low lunge, sinking the hips with each exhale. Coming on to the right fingertips, we inhale, send the left arm back to find that right foot. Stretching the quad here, deep inhales, long exhales. As we exhale, we release the right foot. Rolling onto the outer edge of the left foot, we open up the hip. As we exhale, we find center. Send the hips back, toes point up, half split. Inhale, bend into that left knee. On that exhale, we send it back. We tuck the toes, lift the hips, we find our down dog. Gaze looks up. We walk or hop the feet to the front of the mat, forward fold. We'll slowly roll the body up, allow the head to come up last. Want to bring the toes to point out, heels to come in. Inhale, reach the arms up, and on that exhale, we take it down. Find a yogi squat. Keep the heels grounded or lift them if needed. We're going to bring the glutes to the mat. We're going to send that right leg out. Left foot comes to the inner right thigh. We inhale, reach the arms up, and on that exhale, we fold it forward. As we inhale, we send the arms up. Left hand goes back. We lift the hips, press into that left knee. Chest lifts, kneeling wild thing. We inhale, find center. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, we find center. We press through that left knee, lift the hips, open the chest. Exhale, find center, fold it forward. We'll take 2 more, allowing the breath to lead the body movement. After that second one, we release the arms beside the body, switch to legs. Left leg extends out, we bring that right foot to the inner left thigh. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, we fold it forward. Inhale, we find center. Right arm goes back. We press to the knee, lift the hips, shine the heart up. Exhale, we find center. Fold it forward. Connecting with the breath, we find our flow, testing that flexibility, and stretching the hips. Three more, connecting with the breath and the body. After that third one, we can release the arms, release the legs. We'll come to a reclined position, bringing the knees into the chest. Take a moment here, maybe rock side to side, draw circles with the knees. Release any tension in the low back. Release the legs and come to find a reclined butterfly. Bringing the bottoms of the feet to touch, arms rest beside the body as we allow the legs to fall. Opening up the hips as the legs ease towards the mat, towards the ground. Going deeper into our stretch here. Connecting back with the breath, starting to lengthen those inhales and exhales, quieting the mind. When we're ready, we'll roll onto that right side to find a fetal pose position. Taking a few moments here, and when we're ready, we'll make our way to a seated position on the mat. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Thank you all for joining me for day 6 of our 7-day Hips Don't Lie yoga series. Today we took on a hip flexibility sequence. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, turn on that notification bell so you can be notified of our daily video drops. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.